Hello Libra, welcome in, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Hello. If you haven't been with me before, hello with Libra. My name is Priscilla. Welcome in. I'm a psychic, medium, tarot reader, healer, empath, and I also have the gift of telekinesis, which I will demonstrate for you in a minute. I embody my spirits. They're always with me. I actually communicate with them through my pendulum here, and I also can channel in on them as well, being that they're always with me. Okay, they will pick out the first several cards, okay, and then I will follow them up with the tarot. Okay, let's see what they're trying to tell you. Subscribe to my channel so I can pick up on your energy, or they can pick up on your energy. Okay, and please keep in mind that we all live different lives and we're all on different timelines. So please take what resonates and leave the rest to the universe or to who it belongs to. I do private readings. My information is down below. Okay. All right, let's see what they are trying to tell you. All right, now is a good time to ask Spirit what it is that you are seeking or looking, answers for, okay? Seeking answers too. All right, let me give you a demonstration of my telekinesis. I won't move the bell, but I'll move the clapper inside, okay? All right, go. This is just with my mind. There's no tricks or no, AI or nothing. I just don't show myself on camera because I hate the way I look on on film, okay, on camera. But yeah, no tricks, no nothing. This is just with my mind, okay? All right, and this is with my hands. I can also move whatever I have in my hands, okay? With the energy that I have with my hands. All right. Oof. Okay, so somebody here is probably very hot, or maybe they're going through like menopause or something. I don't know, but all of a sudden I just got like a very, like, it got hot in the room, okay? And it's not hot in here. All right. Whew, okay, let's start. Libra. Libra. What crowns Libra right now? Spirit, what crowns Libra? They're so strong right now. My lights are flickering like crazy. Probably can't see it, but what crowns Libra right now? A phone call, a conversation from long distance. I don't know, maybe you guys just had a long distance phone call. You're waiting for a long distance phone call. You had a long distance phone call, or something to do with a phone call, a conversation. This is what crowns you, is a conversation on the phone. Whether it be long distance or whatever, a conversation. What else? What's the third eye? What's the third eye? Hang on so I can get to the whole story, okay? I give you the whole story. This is what your intuition is saying. Have fun, party, lighten up. Wow, you might be dealing with an Aries or a Sagittarius or Leo, fire sign or whatever, all right? But specifically an Aries, but it says have fun, party, lighten up. Or a Gemini, I'm sorry, a Gemini. You could be dealing with a Gemini or an Aries. All right, but it's a party, lighten up. Maybe this person invited you to a party. Let's see. What's the heart chakra? What's the throat chakra saying right now? Communication. What's the communication for Gemini? Communication, third chakra for Gemini. All right, now right now you are saying to slow and steady. Slow success, don't rush. This is what you're saying right now. Your throat chakra is slow and steady. All right. Turtle is significant. This person might be overseas or something like that, but this is slow success, but this is slow and steady. This can be with your job, but this can be with something, with someone. It says don't rush. Don't rush. All right. Lighten up, have fun, party, but don't take it serious. Maybe don't rush it. Slow and steady wins the race is what they're saying. Okay. Heart for Libra. What's the heart chakra for Libra? Libra, heart chakra for Libra. Heart chakra for Libra. I feel like there's a strong Gemini presence though. So you might have Gemini in your chart. Okay, you might have Gemini in your chart. It might be your rising sign. All right, but awakened love. Or it could be somebody who you just met who is a Gemini. But I'm getting Gemini very hard here. So new love, opened heart, awakened love. This is what's in your heart. Okay, your heart chakra is a new love, awakened love. What's in the sacred? Gut. Out of beginnings. There's a beginning of something. There's a beginning of something though. There's a beginning of something. And then I say all that glitters. This is what your intuition is saying. Like your solar plex, your gut. You're saying, you know, superficial illusions, all that glitters. All right, so all that glitters is not gold. We all know that, right? For somebody here, somebody loves the color gold, though. They probably wear a lot of gold. They love glitter. For somebody here loves glitter. Somebody loves black coffee. Okay, somebody here loves black coffee. But this is, you know, all that glitters. Something to do with that. You know, let's see what comes up after that. Something that you're saying here that, you know, you might be looking at somebody like, all that glitters, illusions, somebody superficial around you. Right here, renew. This is a growth. This says growth. And this is where your love and where your creativity is, and your self it's like your love. So this is a growth, a renewal. You're paying off. Something that you've been growing is paying off here. Something that is just starting. For some of you, you know, you're planting, gardening. For some of you, maybe you're gardening, or for gardening, and it's starting to grow. Okay, but there's some kind of renewal that's starting here. This can be a renewal with your also with your apartment. Okay, you might have to renew a lease or something like that. What's grounding Libra right now, Spirit? What's grounding Libra? October 12th is here. I just heard that. October 12th. Disputes, conflict, pain. This is what grounds you. All right, disputes, conflict, some kind of pain. I mean, for some of you, you might be into bondage, you know, for some of you. Not for everyone. So take what resonates again and leave the rest to who it belongs to. But for some of you, you're into bondage. And what you don't see under the deck is drowning, okay? Drowning, dead end, no way out. You know, for some of you, you probably feel like this, you know? For some of you, this is your past. For some of you, you might be, you know, this is a timeless reading. This can be either in your past, your present, or your future. Okay, so take it where it resonates. All right, but somebody here feels like they're drowning here. And there's a dead end to something. And there's no way out. Let's see what the tarot has to say about this, my beautiful Libras. I heard Debbie. Debbie. I heard Tom. Tammy. Tamaris. I don't know what that is, but those are the names that I'm hearing right now. What more for Libra? What is this for Libra? What is this phone call? What is this phone call about? Might be a new job or a breakthrough of some sort, some mental clarity. You got some mental clarity about this phone call here. You definitely got clarity though about this conversation that you had. That's exactly what it is. It might have been a new conflict that you guys created or something with this phone call, but it's definitely, you got clarity with this phone call. And then Magician comes out. You have, again, clarity. You have everything in the deck, you know, everything, all the tools in your deck to create whatever destiny that you want. You have all the resources. Magician, all right? And then look, this is charity, somebody giving you, or vice versa, but this is giving, receiving, okay? Sharing wealth, generosity, charity. But this, you know, and then right above that is slow and steady. Okay, slow and steady, right above that, slow success. So this can be a give and take relationship. Okay, this can be a give and take thing that's going on here with the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, this is you having everything that you need in order to share with somebody. But they're telling you not to rush with this new person if you do have a new person. Don't rush to be so generous. Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, don't rush to be so generous with this person. Yes. Love first. What's this new love with the open heart? What is this? Chariot. With the soul searching. With the Hermit. This is you having some kind of movement. Maybe with this person, you know, moving on. Departing. Either that you can be moving away from this person because of them, you know, them taking from you, or you can be moving with this person, moving on forward with them. All right, maybe you need to do a little bit of soul searching. For some of you, you're soul searching. You're trying to find out if this person or whatever around you is illusional or it's just superficial around you. You're doing some deep, you know, soul searching, being alone right now, and you might be looking for some kind of, you know, some kind of approval from someone, or you're going to somebody with this, looking into like maybe church. You might be going to church or some kind of institution, renewing your faith or something like that. Or yeah, feel like, you know, there's too many. What else? What's grounding? What else is this? What else? Yeah, you're walking away. 8 of Cups. You're walking away from the conflicts, and all this pain and the disputes. You're walking away, period. You're abandoning it. 8 of Cups. Walking away, you're leaving behind all this. You're withdrawing from the disputes and the conflicts and the pain. You're going within, soul searching, you know, even to like your God. But if you've been going to church and you've been doing something with, you know, social or whatever, and that it's paying off, you're growing spiritually. Okay, what else? What else for my beautiful Libras? Yeah, somebody here is very beautiful or handsome. I just heard beautiful or handsome. What else from this deck? What else? What's the ace? What's the Ace of Wands? What's the Ace of Wands? With the phone call. You got mental clarity. That's right. From this phone call, you got mental clarity. Somebody definitely, you know, caught out there. All right. Somebody got probably caught out there. Somebody's birthday's on the 1st, October 1st or October 11th. And then we got haunted by their past. All right. Somebody's haunted by their past here. September 30th is here, but somebody's definitely haunted by their past. Maybe for somebody, maybe I feel like people did something to you and now you're bringing it now, but they're haunted by their past for sure. You know, taking the elevator instead of the stairs, you know, taking the elevator instead of the stairs. Yeah, again, got to slow it down, slow and steady, going too fast. Something about going too fast. You know, you might not want to be so generous with this person coming in so quickly. Okay? You have to go slow. Look, taking the elevators instead of the stairs, and then slow and steady. All right, going too fast. October 23rd is here. October 13th is here. Somebody's a blonde. Somebody's blonde and busty. See curly brown hair to shoulders. And also the blonde has hair down to her shoulders here. A little bit right above, yeah. Karma's a bitch. All right, right in the middle. Right in your heart chakra above the chariot. So karma's a bitch. Keep that in mind. Don't do unto others as you don't want done to yourself. 1993 is significant. Okay? And then leveling up. Leveling up. 59. Leveling up. 1995 is significant here. You can be 59 years old, but somebody here wears big sunglasses. Big sunglasses. Braids are significant. Braids are significant. Yeah, this is somebody leveling up, but yeah, they're going deep into their, you know, like a hermit, soul searching, contemplating, finding the truth or seeking the truth. Okay. And then it says a scarce mentality, you know. Yeah, scarce mentality. 1979 is significant, and 1997. Like, you know, your cup is half empty instead of saying it's half full. You know what I mean? So like right above that is the Hierophant. So I feel like to be grateful, you know, paying off, being, you know, grateful, being spiritual, and being how you know, being grateful for everything that you have and staying grounded is paying off, and being spiritual and I say, you know, being spiritual with your religion and everything. I feel like, you know, for some of you, scarce mentality. Yeah, I feel like, you know, it says, you know, if you don't have that mentality, then you should. They're saying, like, you know, okay, it's not, the glass is half full, it's not half empty. All right. And I feel like, you know, leveling up, something to do with leveling up, you know. Yeah, you walked away from these disputes and conflict and, you know, some kind of mentality or some sort, scarce mentality, oversharing right here. So in 1971 is significant. The 17th, October 17th is here, but this is overshares. Somebody who overshares on the phone. All right, this can be you who, you know, walking away from this person, okay, oversharing, or this can be you maybe, you know, disappointed and not oversharing anymore, you know, with the disputes, you know, because right above that is conflict. And this person overshares and you're walking away from them. Or, you know, take it where it resonates, the story. You know your story, you know. Libra. Libra. What do you got to Libra here? Yeah, the wheel. The wheel of fortune. That's right. Destiny. Karma's a bitch. But karma is definitely taking play into this, into your reading. Something to do with karma. Okay? Yeah, but you got disappointed about something here. Look, self-image. Self-image is here. Improving your self-image, focusing on what you can change. Superficial confidence, insecurity issues. Maybe this is what you know, you caught somebody, you know, in. Maybe somebody that you know, this can be you or them. Take it where it resonates. There's a self-image here, though. They're saying improving your self-image. Maybe you're focusing on what you can change. Maybe somebody around you has insecurity issues, superficial confidence, you know. All right, brick wall. Brick wall. So this is blocks for your highest good. Not able to make progress. Yeah. And then right above that is haunted by your past. So for some of you, you're not able to make progress because you're haunted by your past, all right? But meanwhile, you're the magician and you have all of the things that you need, you know, to create what you want. So lighten up, okay? Lighten up, have fun. What is this slow and steady? What is this? What are you trying to tell them about that? Yeah, owl. Witchcraft, deep shadow work, inner wisdom, spiritual evolution. You know, learning hard lessons. Learning hard lessons. So, you know, again, for some of you, you've been through this already. And you have that inner wisdom now. You know what's up. You know. It says taking the elevator instead of the stairs and then sharing. So you know slow and steady is going to win the race. It's going to get you what you need. And you know, and for some of you, you know that. Might be seeing owls for some of you. Might be seeing owls. Your dreams, right in your heart chakra. Your dreams. Oh. You have vivid dreams. Maybe you dreams about, you know, you moving on, or, you know, leaving your past, walking away from somebody. You know, the power of imagination, they're saying. So dreams. So they're saying to listen to your dreams. Your dreams are calling you, period. Listen to your dreams, okay? If you're having bad dreams, put a glass of clear water by your bed. As spirit before you go to bed, to keep all the harm and all the bad spirits away from you. Okay, absorb all the bad energy with that clear water. And then we got luck right next to that, luck. So if you're getting numbers in your dreams, if you can, write them down and play them. Okay, because this is good fortune, fulfilled wishes, unexpected happiness. And this is you. Right above that is leveling up. So all right. Right above that is leveling up. Delays, you're frustrated. You might be frustrated from some slow results here. You might be frustrated from some slow results, but it's growth. It's going to pay off, all right? It's growth and it's going to pay off. So keep going, whatever you're doing. You might be frustrated, you know, but they're saying any pace is a good pace. All right, don't have that scarce mentality that it's half, you know, it's half empty. No, it's half full. All right, patience and perseverance is needed right now. So you can't rush this progress, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever this is. You know your story, but they're saying any pace is a good pace, and you might be frustrated by the slow results, but don't worry. There's growth, there's renewal, and it's going to pay off. All right, so just hang in there. What's that waiting game? This is what grounds you, the waiting game. Something here, you're waiting for something or someone, all right? Expecting to hear news. And this is, you know, you're expecting to hear news on the phone, I feel, with somebody. Yeah, this is, you know, you're thinking to yourself, you know, you learned a hard lesson about something, but you're learning your lessons in life about something or someone or a situation that you were in. Something to do about being generous or giving money. Maybe receiving or giving money. Something to do with that. Okay, swing, back and forth attitude. All right, somebody here has a back and forth attitude. This can be the person on the phone here, this conversation that you're having that you got clarity from. Hard time deciding about something, mood swings. This can be you or them. All right, they're saying here scuba diving. So exploring the unconscious, so you dive deep with emotion. So you're getting deep into this problem or whatever. You're exploring the unconscious. with this magician. You're haunted by your past or whatever, not able to make progress because now you're going to be, you know, you're going to be going deep. They're saying dive deep with emotion. All right, go in. Somebody here is going in with their emotions here, back and forth, swinging back and forth. All right, and then we got pregnancy. All right, and then we got pregnancy. Something new developing, a period of gestation, a new life emerging. You don't have to be pregnant, but this can be a new life emerging. All right, something new is about to happen. This can be with the person, a new person coming in, or it can be with something receiving some kind of money. Somebody you know can be pregnant around you. You can be receiving money because you're pregnant for some of you. But for some of you, you know, you already know you've been down this road, I hear. So now you want to take it slow with this person, something to do with that. Maybe you don't want to get pregnant for some of you. You know the consequences, something like, I'm hearing that too. All right, so in your chart, you got anger in your heart right now, in your heart chakra. Anger, karma's a bitch. The Chariot moving on, unexpected anger, conflict with someone, or this can be inner conflict. Maybe somebody's mad that they're pregnant or something. You know, it can be that too. Somebody's definitely mad about that. But here we got Billards, success through luck. All right, success through luck. And then right above that is luck. All right, so keep an eye out on key players. They're saying it's okay to take a risk. It's okay to take a risk. But you got luck on your side, unexpected happiness. All right, positive change here. So success through luck. So look, right above that it says luck. And then right above that it says leveling up. And then you're going to be doing some soul searching. Okay, just be careful with all that glitters doesn't shine. Okay, so just be careful with the superficial people or the illusions that people are trying to gonna give you. All right, be careful about that. But you're definitely going to be some kind of luck, good fortune is coming your way. For sure. Look at that. Apple. Making healthy choices, passion for life, vitality, and good health. And that's, you know, for some of you, it's paying off. Whatever you're doing is paying off. All right? It's going to pay off, whether it be your health, your job, this, whatever you're doing, it's going to be paying off. That can be with food. It can be with your inner, you know, child or whatever. But bad choices for some of you, you probably made bad choices. I can't show the girl because she's all, you know, asshole hanging out. Okay, so it says cheating, bad choices, third-party situation, trust issues. This can be you. You know, this is what grounds you. You have trust issues. You know, this is, and then it's right underneath disputes. You know, pain and walking away. And then we have red rose, okay? Blooming love life. Happy relationships. Okay. All right, give me a few from here, Spirit. Yeah, with the drowning, no way out. What we don't see underneath the deck. Yeah. What do we have from here? What do we have from this deck? Okay. Well, just one from here. One from here. Thank you, Spirit. They are saying playing games with you. All right? Playing games with you. Someone here is playing mind games, lies, attempts to disempower, manipulation, intimidate, knowing how to outwit you and influence, control, narcissistic personality. 1986 is significant here. Okay, 1986. 68 years old might also be significant to you, but yeah, somebody's, trying to play chess, or checkers, and you're playing chess. They're playing games with you. Mind games, lies, they're manipulators. So just be on the lookout for that, okay, guys? I am going to I'm going to read one of these. Yeah, no, this ain't the one behind. That's what I thought. Okay, so Gothic Oracle, they want me to read. This is a message that Spirit wants you to know. Let's see what they're trying to tell you right here with these cards. This is the Gothic Oracle deck. So let's see. They're going to pick out one card from here to see what they're trying to tell you. Let's see what they're trying to say, because they keep on heading me over here. This is it, yeah. What do you want them to know? What do you want Libra to know from this deck? What do you want Libra to know from this deck? What do you want Libra to know from this deck? Oh, right here. This one. Okay, let's see. What does this say? Await the night. Oh. Await the night. Let's see what they're trying to tell you with that. You might have a 19-year-old child. Okay, you can have a 19-year-old child. October 19th is here, though. October 19th. But it means await the night. It means freedom, guys. It means freedom. Okay? A vampire sits upon her coffin. Refreshed from her slumber, she is awake and ready. Bats surround her as moonlight begins to pour into the castle. While vampires cannot exist in sunlight, they are known to wake and hunt under the light of the moon. The night, therefore, is a symbol of freedom for them, since the vampire cannot live amongst the rays of daylight and are confined to their coffins until sundown. For some of you, you work nights. You don't like the daytime. You prefer nights. All right? True freedom is living a life that allows for choice without constraints. We might think of freedom as being physical, like the vampire in her coffin during daylight hours, but freedom of thought and expression, especially in being our authentic selves, is a privilege not everyone has the luxury of. Okay? Not everybody can be themselves and express themselves. Okay, so if you've drawn this card, it can represent both the nature of being controlled and the act of releasing yourself from restriction. All right, they want you to release yourself from restriction, guys. All right, now might be the time to fight for your own freedom, whether that means doing what you wish to do, saying what is on your mind, or cutting ties with those who wish to hush you or keep you under their control. There it is. Okay, that's why this card came out. Okay, manipulation, control, influence, narcissistic, intimidation. Okay, this is what they're doing. Somebody's trying to restrict you. All right, somebody's trying to control you. They're narcissistic, attempts to disempower you, the manipulation, knowing how to outwit, influence, control you. Hell no. Saying if you draw on this card, it can represent both the nature of being controlled and the act of releasing yourself from restriction. Now might be the time to fight for your own freedom, whether that means doing what you wish to do, saying what is on your mind, or cutting ties with those who wish to hush you or keep you under their control. This card asks that you consider how free you really are within a given situation or relationship. All right? So what might you need to say or do to experience true freedom and live in an authentic life? So what might you do to need or say to experience freedom true freedom and live an authentic life. So authentic life. So what can you do? All right. Wow. Yeah, some spirit wants you to be free, okay? Do what you want, say what you want. Cut ties with people who try to keep you under control or keep you under a bed. This might be haunting your past, all right? This probably is what haunting your past, but it's okay. You're the magician. You're the magician. You have all the tools that and all the resources that you have to, create your destiny. You're moving on from this. You're doing soul search. You're leveling up. All right? Wow. All right. I'm going to give you one more card. This is your spirit animal. All right? This is a spirit animal. This is an animal that you've been seeing or will be seeing. Okay? What's our spirit animal for my beautiful Libras? What's my beautiful spirit animal? A buffalo. You can be seeing a buffalo on television, online, in a book, wherever. Buffalo. Buffaloes mean powerful presence. There you go, Libra. You have a powerful presence. Strength doesn't always need to be loud. Stay grounded in your quiet power and let your presence speak for itself. That's right. I'll read that again. Strength doesn't always need to be loud. Stay grounded in your quiet power and let your presence speak for itself. All right? I love you guys. This was your message. I hope it resonated with you. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, okay? It costs nothing. I love you guys. Love, light, and peace to each and every one of you. And please be kind to one another because mean people suck, okay? I love you guys. Peace out.